Hi everyone, so today's video is what to expect, uni, college, TAFE, wherever you are, even if it's a job, what to expect. Now the college I went to is very different to the normal university and college or TAFE for that even. Mine was a Diploma of Specialist Makeup Services, so it's a makeup course and it covers from the very beginning to the basics to at the very end of a bunch of different fields. So it really gives you a taste of the fields you might be getting into, so special effects, tattooing, airbrush, makeup, all those types of things, and we do a little bit of hairdressing as well. So it gives you a taste of a little bit of everything. But I'm now out of my realm and also my comfort zone to give you guys some tips and advice on how to get through university or college. Now the college I went to, the time I've spent there was about 9 months. So that's the beginning and the end of my course was about 9 months. And I have made some great friends there and have learnt so much while I was in college. Yes, of course, before then when I was 16, I was looking up on YouTube tutorials on makeup, applications, techniques, skills and all that kind of stuff. However, I did not know where I wanted to be within that, whether it was just a hobby, whether I just liked it for fun, or if I wanted it as a career. So I went to the college, which is the Australasian College, and I found my passion to be makeup and to become a makeup artist. And the fields I want to get into are special effects and also events, so such as red carpets, photo shoots, all those types of things. I think those will be really cool. So with that in mind, I will divulge into my alternative self. If I did not go to the Australasian College, where would I be? Now at UAC, I remember choosing the University of New England and one other place that I might not remember. I think it was like a music course. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. But keep in mind, back in high school, in my senior year, I really liked modern history. And I thought that would be my path to my career, probably for modern history. But keeping in mind, you could either become a historical person, a history teacher, or somebody working in a museum, which I have no idea. So that was not exactly in my absolute realm, because then in university I would have to learn and divulge deeper into either World War I and II, or any of those particular topics basically. And figuring out that even though I was really good in modern history in high school, I did not want to continue it as where I wanted to be. So music came along and I guess I chose that one as well. I never really looked through those again, I guess. But then makeup came along and it was just one of my absolute favorites. So this is where people / strangers come by. You go to a university or college, you do not know anyone. You may know the principal, you may know your lecturer or something like that, but you may not know everyone in there. But if someone you know is going there, you guys can buddy up and pretty much there's your friends right there. A lot of people tend to forget that when you have your old friends from primary or high school, people change, and this is where the real thing starts. You are pretty much leaving high school. High school is like when you're studying, you're being spoon-fed basically, but you're going to university / college. You are to do the research on yourself when you are being given work in a classroom full of other people, like pretty much a classroom full of people basically. And I mean, there are no dib-dabs anymore. It's just basically yourself, your career, your studying, and where you want to be. Friend-wise, just get to know people. Just get to know everyone, basically. The the way I did it, I just naturally make friends. I don't know. It's just a natural thing. I just naturally make friends, and I have no idea how it happens. It just starts, basically. You can start up a conversation and, you know, keep track of your old friends, because again, change. When you have new friends, you tend to get rid of the old for the new, because it's a new year, it's a new start, you start fresh at a new place where you are studying, but your old friends are still there for you. Yeah, they may have new friends, they may put it up on Facebook on photos of them saying you guys are best friends and whatever, but catch up with your old friends every once in a while, or probably actually do it regularly, because how I did it, I was so overwhelmed and also really into my new friends, I lost track of my old friends. And this is where it gets tough, because when your friends have jobs, or if you have a job, trying to get your learner's license, or you're trying to get there a little further, family, friends, yourself problems, it just piles up, and then you have less time to hang out with your friends, but you have more time to do more studying on what you do. So it's best to manage your time and also create a schedule. If you plan on going somewhere with a friend, like a holiday for maybe a week or two, just the two of you, just to catch up and go to like a country that you both really want to do together, definitely do it. It'll be a once in a lifetime opportunity and will be amazing. The one thing I do have to say is, if your friend is choosing a subject that, if it's criminology, let's give it an example, criminology, but you want to study physics, but you two do not want to be apart together. You do not want to be separate from each other, because you guys were best friends from primary school to high school. There are some sacrifices you will have to make. Do not choose the field your friend is choosing, because it may not be the one you want to do in the future. If you choose that one and you're not doing as well as your friend is, you have chosen the wrong field for yourself, and you might want to find something else for yourself. So the next one is, of course, friends, but I already skipped through that anyways. Nerves. It is normal to feel nervous. I remember the first week I went to college. Now, I had only about 2 days a week of college, so it was just Thursdays and Fridays every single week. Thursdays and Fridays. And I was nervous on just those 2 days, because if you have read reviews on the university, college, TAFE, whatever it is, and they happen to be more negative, positive, but if it's more positive than negative, there are always going to be mixed reviews on graduates, the lecturers, the parents, you never know. And they might tell you false things, they might tell you the right things. The one I went to had somewhat of a mixed bundle of reviews. And when I went, I had the best time. It opened up a lot of doors for me and was one of the best. So basically, when it's nerves, you just let them out, and then just go in there and be yourself. That's all you can ever do. Don't go inside and pretend to be someone else you're not, because it's never a good thing. Primary school's over, let that go. Not trying to do a Frozen sort of reference there. Next is negativity. There will always be people to bring you down and drag them with you. Now, I know most universities are not like the films that have been portrayed, such as Easy A, Mean Girls, and I think there's one more. I think it was called No? I'll have a note somewhere here if I remember it. So basically, even though that is movie portrayed, it may not happen in the university you are. Do remember, you are entering the real world when you are going to university. You will have your old friends, your old teachers behind your back, but you've got a lot more to learn. You've got more to study, and there's more in the world to learn than to be, cool, I guess. I have no idea where I'm going with that one. Next is studying. Now, if you thought that leaving and graduating and finishing high school was the end of the road for you, you're pretty much wrong. Basically, if you have a job, there is more homework to be done. By homework, I mean the job you are in. If you're going to university or TAFE or a college, you're pretty much entering yourself in a place to learn and study more. But it's more in depth and more of the field you are in. So, because I'm doing makeup, it would be more about working in as a team and what it is to work by yourself and things like that. So the next one, next one is stress and tiredness. I remember in my senior year, some of my friends who were already in university or college or even TAFE or even, they were, every time I would call them, every time I would message them, they were always stressed, tired, and feel like that it's gonna take them 10 years to finish what they're doing. And back then, I was terrified. I was so terrified. You will be very stressful because however many fields you're doing, if it's criminology, physics, history, and then English, and you're doing 4 of them within maybe more than 2 years, I'm guessing, really depends, you're going to be very stressed out. Choose the one that you know you are so good at and just go for it, basically. And basically, I've already talked about this before, but I'm going to get into it. So again, if you have a job, if you have problems with family, friends, or even with the university as well, and then also financial problems. Now, the college I went to, if you do not have a job already, you can still pay off the fees once you do have a job and it hits the salary. So, and then you can pay it off from there. So basically with that, I'm not really sure how the university system is actually, but the one I had was like it was like it's like a loan system. I've forgotten pretty much everything from last year, except just for like my course and everything. But yeah, I hope this adds up. I don't think, honestly, I would have filmed this a lot better if it wasn't actually raging hot right now. The sun's actually blaring at me. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my social media sites in the description box below. And the paper's on the floor now. But that's all I have time for you guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!